If you look on my website, the Alkaline Water Ionizer store, and that would be located at www.alkalinewaterplus.com, and you'll probably come to the home page first and then scroll down, and right here is a water ionizer comparison chart. What I'm going to do with you today is I'm just going to go over the details of the chart and explain things that you might or might not understand or know about, and I'm just going to help you understand it. These are the most popular water ionizers, starting with the Melody and Athena, KYK, Levelux, SD501, that's the Enagic, Life 7500, Tyant 7070, and Chanson. Alright, so these are my ratings right here. And my ratings are there just because I went through all the information that that is down in this section of the chart here, and just looked at the plates and the warranty, and in particular I looked at their school test results on testing the water, because I feel that no matter what the company says about their water ionizer, the water itself should speak for itself. And when the pH and ORP are good quality drinking water, we'll see that in another value called the RH, or relative hydrogen, and I'll explain that later. So this line right here just tells you the price, and part of my rating, whether good, better, best, did have to do with, was it good enough to warrant that price, or was it maybe just as good as a machine that was $500 or $1,000 less expensive than that, and that would affect the rating that I gave it. Now these are fluid ratings, so as companies come in with new tests that are done by independent laboratories or distributors or people that send me test results, and I can verify those results, I can change this chart. And now this next column has to do with how many ways you can install it, and I think it's fairly obvious that if it's you install it under the sink and you just have a spout above the sink, it will look like this. Then the rest of these particular machines are all above counter, but the Melody in particular, you have 3 options. Even though it's an above counter machine, you can purchase for very inexpensive, like $129. You can get the under sink kit with it, and then convert it to an ionizer that you only have the spout at the level of the sink. And also you can just keep it as a countertop model, but connect it to the mains. So that's a good advantage. Also, Athena does also have the 3 options, the same as the Melody. Right here, the warranty is so similar. They're all 5-year. Some are 5-year parts and labor, and some are 5-year parts and 3-year labor. But a lot of these companies are switching to 5-year parts and labor, so I would imagine they'll all switch pretty soon just because of competition. And the manufacturer information is these 3 columns right here, and this is how long they've been making water ionizers. Really, the Jupiter models and the Tyant seem to be coming in first place on that. I'm trying to think if I've missed something. I know the Levelux SD501 is from a company that's been around. The manufacturer's been around for many years, but I don't think they've been making water ionizers for more than 7 years, so if somebody wants to correct me on that, please do. I get all my information from the internet, so. Now, all of the companies seem to have certificates. The Life company I did not have information on, and the KYK, but I'm still looking for that. I'm pretty sure they all do have certificates. They all have United States headquarters, and so that's good. So you can send them to get repaired. I mean, if in the very strange and odd event that they would need repair, you could send them to a place in the United States. That's important. I just won't sell an ionizer that you can't do that with. You know, who wants to send their ionizer to China or Japan or something? Next thing, these are important sections right here and here. These are the testing. These 2 rows here are tests that were done by Ronnie Ruiz of the Janssen company, but they were overseen by Marcella at Ionizer Authority, so as to assure validity of the results. So they were overseen by an independent person. So they're fairly valid, and these second set, they were done by an independent lab, and they were all of this information is explained. If you scroll down the page, here's the video of the actual lab tests being done by Dr. Anthony Francis, who's a PhD, and he works for Silver State Analytical Laboratories, and he was contracted to evaluate these machines, and you know, they're in the chart, and there it's also the information was put up in the chart above. The other results are in this chart, and this is the one, the testing by Janssen owner Ronnie Ruiz. And if you click on this blue lettering here, you'll actually come to the videos. There's quite a few videos, I think about 5 of them or 6, showing all the testing that was done on these different waters coming out of the ionizers. So back up to the chart. That testing is important. Just one at a time. The melody, and I'll just look at the RH. The RH, I explained it down here in this section. RH is relative hydrogen, and that is based on your pH and your ORP. But as most of you have probably noticed, as the pH goes up, usually the ORP goes up. And so somebody can be testing a water from one ionizer at 9 pH, and that ORP will probably be less than another ionizer being tested that comes at 11 pH.